Hey team, welcome to our next training. This is Rachel Jackson here, and I am so excited to be sharing with you finally the most exciting, most incredible, entertaining training. How to structure your business. Oh boy, it may not be the most exciting and tantalizing topic, but it's super important. I want to help you guys set up your business for success and give you guys some great ideas of how you should be really organizing your organization as you start recruiting and building a network. My name is Rachel Jackson. I'm a Team Heart co-founder and really pumped to be bringing this training today. And the quote to start us off by Jim Rohn: economic disaster begins with a philosophy of doing less and wanting more. Isn't that so true? And I want to dive into a little bit of basics before we jump into some of our comp plan nuances. You know, Robert Kiyosaki, the best-selling author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, talks about that network marketing is an income-generating asset. I think that's why a lot of us are here, to change lives through better health and better wealth, but to create a residual income. And residual income is really based on money that comes in long after energy is expended. So you do the work, you put in the time, and you get paid long after that time has been spent. And I like to call it beach money. Go to the beach and still make money. And you know, it's going to take time to build up that residual income. But if you follow some of the suggestions over time, over the next several months, and of course years of consistent predictability, you too can have that income generating asset that Robert talks about. And there is really two types of home-based businesses in this field. There's network marketing, or traditional, multi-level marketing. We call it network marketing. That is all about building a network. That is what we are doing here through building a virtual franchise at Team Heart through LifeVantage. It's moving our products through that network. This is what we call leverage, guys. This is what you want. Robert talks about all the time. You want to build a network. Now, there is an option for direct sales. You can do this inside of LifeVantage, but this is typically a little bit more in some of the older retail models, like think about your mom's lipstick company or maybe the Tupperware, that's actually the name. Think about like some of the things that you use to store your food, Tupperware candles. You actually have parties, you retail the product, meaning you're just giving the product to customers and consumers. We can do a little bit of that here, but the power in this comp plan and really creating wealth and through an income generating asset is building the network, building a team. So this is not just about getting customers, guys, but also finding people that want to use the products every single day and that want to share it with people that they love and build a team. Now, full details of our compensation plan, it does change from year to year. So you get full accurate details at teamheart.net/comp plan. We are a dynamically compressed unilevel. No, I'm not speaking some other language, but sometimes you get questions like, are you a binary or are you a matrix, if those still even exist? We're a unilevel, and where this makes sense is understanding our structure, that it is important that we build more than two wide. When you think about two wide, that's kind of the essence of a binary. You're building two legs, and a unilevel, you're going to go a little bit wider. And the reason why we want to go wider in this comp plan, meaning recruiting more personally enrolled distributors, is it's going to help our income. Not only do we go wide for income on the Smart Start bonuses, on the pools, but also to create brand new genealogies, new lineages, especially with the generational matching bonus. Now, all of the details of the Gen Match bonus can be found at the comp plan, but think of it as a check match. Every time you enroll somebody, you're going to get a 30%, that's through 5 generations of check matching on royalty commissions. This is just basically more money for helping your team go out and succeed. So you build wide for fast starts or the Smart Start bonuses to make that additional income, to start those new lineages, but you want to build in depth, meaning there's going to be times after you've recruited a few people, you're going to place people down into your organization. So you're going to move people into different legs, and you want to build in depth for security. Now, part of building in depth is not just putting people on people's team, but it also might be spending your time down in an organization 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 20 levels deep, because as you create leaders down in your organization, self-sufficient entrepreneurs in your team, you're going to create more of that walk away beach money income we talked about. So you build wide for income, but build depth for security. Now, you only need 3 legs to go Master Pro 10, but we on Team Heart are not minimum. So you guys are going to want to make sure that we focus on more than the minimum required, but we'll talk about it. And also I want to share with you today a customer strategy, because I know a lot of you guys are thinking, I noticed that you get paid 9% on that 3rd level. How can we maximize it? I'm going to show you a way that, maybe you can get an extra couple bucks here or there. Now, one thing that's important to know is every time that you enroll a new distributor customer, they're not automatically placed inside of your genealogy or your downline, right? In your tree, there's a couple different words for it. They stay frontline to you in what's called the holding tank. The holding tank is 30 days, and it's all of your customers, all your distributors. This is a kind of a little screenshot of a holding tank, and I just blurred out names just for privacy purposes. But you'll see their distributor ID, their name, the day that they signed up, and of course your enrollment and if you've placed them yet. And that change button is a very permanent button. Don't press the button if you don't know what you're doing. Please talk to an upline. This 30-day holding tank is located in the back office under the downline. If you do not place your people within 30 days or less, that distributor or customer will remain active on level 1. Now, I want you guys to know customers don't count as additional levels. Sometimes people will place customer under a customer under a customer thinking they're going to get to the 9% level 3 magical mystical unicorn level of more money. But that doesn't actually work. It just actually dynamically compresses to the next level. But I'll show you what to do with customers here in just a second. So if you don't know what to do, which probably you don't, that's okay. None of us did the first few months. Work with your upline at the end of the month to make your first moves. If you just enrolled a few people, chances are you don't need to move anybody. But as you guys enroll 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people, or maybe you bring in people that need to work together on the same team, but you enrolled them both or enrolled them all, then you might need to make a move. Please consult your Premier Pro 4 upline or above and say, hey, I got people in my holding tank. What should I do? Will you take a look at this for me? And you're gonna get it. I'm gonna show you guys some examples. Make sure to look at your balance before moving the leg. You don't wanna mess up your qualification. I've seen this happen almost every month. Somebody moves a leg and it messes up their qualification, so make sure you guys are looking at your percentages and doing the math. Now, I do wanna mention that as soon as we bring up the fact that you can move people in people's team, there's always this just natural human inclination to be like, well, when am I gonna get somebody placed in my team? Well, when am I going to get somebody, gifted to me? When am I going to get a leg? And here's what I want you guys to say. Like, if you want a handout, you should really just have a handout, meaning in the sense like you need to help yourself. Look at the hand that you have put out there, and that's the hand that you need to grab. It's your own hand. We are 100% responsible for our business. We should never look to our upline or even our downline to build it for this. Our downline is a volunteer army. We are leading with love, care, acceptance, and mentorship. But this is completely up to us. This is our legacy. This is our ownership. We have to have that mentality, and expecting or even asking for volume is so unacceptable, and it's entitlement. So make sure, guys, you never go to your upline and be like, hey, I'm close to rank. Do you have a leg for me? Trust me, they know you're close. They're watching, and if it makes sense for them, maybe someday, somewhere, you might get somebody placed on your team. But I will tell you, if you ever get somebody placed on your team, consider it the biggest blessing. For the history of my network marketing, I have been pretty much the biggest leg in my entire team. I've never gotten like handouts or anything like that, and you don't need it. You don't need it to create crazy success. So, okay, are we done with that annoying topic? All right, awesome. So let's go into diving through the ranks, understanding them. This is a great little rank chart. This is available at teamheart.net/comp plan. And it talks about as you start as a distributor, and then as soon as you hit Pro 1, Pro 2, Pro 3, Pro 4, Pro 5, all the way up to Pro 10. Now, one thing that you'll notice is that this business is all based on volume. So your group volume, or sometimes you'll see it as OV, organizational volume, is all the sales that are coming into your team. And to go to the next level, you pretty much just need to increase your group volume. How cool is that? Now, this volume can be coming through auto ships, could be coming through pack purchases, new customers. It doesn't matter. It all counts. Now, as you hit to Pro 3 and above, you'll notice that you have some qualifications in legs and additional percentages, and basically meaning your balance. And I'll show you guys a visual example of that here in a second. Actually, let's just look at it right now. So let's say you're going to Pro 3, and instead of just needing one leg and 2,500 in volume, which you needed in Pro 2, which, think about it, is you on a platinum, signing up a platinum, and then getting some customers, boom, you're a Pro 2. To go Pro 3, you're going to need 5,000 in volume, obviously at least 100 in personal volume on auto ship there. And then of course you have 2 active legs, but you need an 80-20 split, meaning 80% of your volume can come from one leg and 20% can come from the next leg. So this example, you have you, that's you right here, yep. And then you have Sam over here, just came in on a platinum at 1,000 volume. And then you have Tom, who's been building for a couple of weeks. He's already at 4,000 in volume himself. Congratulations, you just hit Pro 3. Got it? Good. Okay. Now, one thing to know is that at Pro 4 and Pro 6, you're going to have the ability to open up a second and then a third business center. This is basically the equivalent of having a spousal position, having your husband or your wife in. It's having a second and third way to make money. You don't make weekly checks or any bonuses or pools. All you make is the royalty commissions. And then, of course, you do make that profit sharing, the elite pools. That is one pool that you do make. You're just basically in this for more royalty residual commissions. I'm going to show you how this looks just in a second. So Pro 3, remember guys, we talked about 5,000 in volume, 80-20 split. Now in this example, Tom is really moving. You also enrolled a new distributor, Jan, and Sam finally got going and he's at 4,000. So if we do the math to here, now we're at 4 plus 1 plus 5. So that should be 10,000. Oops, sorry about that. You just hit Pro 4 and you've unlocked your second business center. So your second business center now, if it is active on auto ship, you can actually count this as a 4th leg. So pretty neat. And I'm gonna show you how to place some people underneath that. A lot of people ask me, how wide should I build? Well, I will tell you, you want at least 5 builders wide. So in this example, you have Sam, Jan, Joe, Tom, and then your BC2. And you have a couple people in your holding tank. So it's like, okay, where do I place them? Well, let's just say Jan actually kind of defunct right here, right? She backed down to just an auto ship. She's a glorified customer. She's not building anymore. We should go at least 5 builders wide. So you might place B down front line to you to replace Jan, to kind of come off over here to the left of Sam. Or another option is you could start placing under BC2 and start earning a check under there. Now, obviously, you have to make the decision that's best for you. Talk to your upline. I think that you should place people based on your rank, what's going to help you rank, and obviously balance it, the 80-20, 70-30, 60-40 splits on those ranks. Also thinking about previous relationships. If you enroll your cousin and your niece, well, they've known each other. They might want to be on the same team, but maybe they don't, right? How about geographical closeness? You know, over time, you might enroll somebody in another state, and maybe one of your leaders is really close to them, so maybe you can partner them up, but that doesn't always make sense either. I would say in general, you want to reward the effort, you want to reward results, activity, not just intention. Like, oh, well, somebody's going to build someday. Yeah, Sam's going to, someday he's going to wake up, and he was a really big player in another business. You know, at the end of the day, this isn't about favoritism or entitlement. Reward people that are registering for the events, that are coming to Elite Academy, that are putting people on calls, and that are going and signing people up and have a full holding tank themselves. So where do you place them? Well, you know, in this instance, I'd probably place them under BC2, or I'd start a new leg. I wouldn't place them under Jan, that's for sure. She quit. So you have options. You know, where to put your customers as well. You know, you can leave them frontline. I wouldn't recommend that. You get 2% on frontline people, so I definitely recommend option 2 or 3. You can place them under your team to help balance your business and also build ranks, or you can place under your business centers to double or triple dip in commission. So in this instance, let's say that your A and B holding tank were customers. You could place them under BC2 to earn a check on both your BC2 royalty commissions and on your top spot. So it's basically doubling your paycheck, which is pretty cool. To put it all together, guys, fill your holding tank every single month. Guys, continue, whether you're following the 1 a month plan or you are doing a burst and putting, dozens of people in over the next 90 days, absolutely fill your holding tank. Don't let it go empty. New blood is how you build your business. It's with new people that are excited. Make sure that you place them within 30 days of enrollment and make the best decision of what you can do with the information that you have, right? You don't know if somebody's going to be a rock star. You might place somebody and then 90 days later, they go all crazy and just, blow up that leg. But that's a good thing. It's okay having one leg that's going nuts so and you're chasing it. That's a very good thing. Also, never build 2 legs for anybody, meaning when you're placing down your team and you've already given Tom a leg, don't build a second leg for him, ever. That's just going to create more entitlement. He needs to build the rest of his legs. Continue building down 1 leg for him. And number 4, place your customers in depth to help your team or under your business centers to earn more commissions. Thank you guys so much for being on this structure video. If you have any questions, comment below or talk to your upline.